everyone, it's me again. Today I'm going to go over a couple tips and tricks that I use to draw in the game. As you may know, it's very difficult to draw in here, but if you can draw using this tool with the very primitive things that it has, you can draw pretty much anywhere. Before I start, let me just say that there's no right or wrong way to draw. If anyone tries to tell you that, they're an idiot. I'm sorry to say that, but they are. But there's no right or wrong way to draw. And also, people have been asking me a lot, like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do that? And they're not gonna like my answer, but I've just been drawing for years, so I kind of have an idea of what to do or how I want things to look. So if you haven't been drawing for long, please don't get discouraged by other people that look like they're at a different skill level than you are. They've probably just been drawing a lot longer, and people of all ages play this game. Trust me, all ages. So naturally there's going to be people that are at different stages of their lives and will draw maybe a little bit differently, but it doesn't mean that's a good or bad thing. It just means if you're not happy with how you're drawing, just keep practicing. Don't get discouraged and don't give up, because if you give up, you're already only hurting yourself. I could have looked at my art a couple of years ago and been like, oh, I'm so bad, just stop this, I'll never draw again, and I would have gotten better, but because I kept trying and pushing myself, I've gotten better. And I'm still not where I want to be. There's so much that I don't know how to do. I still can't draw men. I can't really do legs that well, whatever. But I'm still better than I was a year ago, and that's progression. And that's all that really matters, because if you're stagnant, if you're staying the same with no signs of improvement whatsoever, that's bad. But I don't care what your skill level in drawing is. If you have been showing visible improvement and you're trying and making an effort to get better or whatever, that's all that matters. People want to see improvement. Okay, now that my little motivation talk is out of the way, let me go over some tricks that I use. Normally I draw with a very light gray, almost white color, but because you can't really see it, whenever I'm recording from my iPad, for some reason, I have no idea why, the video gets overly saturated and bright, and I did this yesterday and you couldn't see anything I was doing. I was so mad when I went to upload it. I was like, oh my god, 10 minutes of work gone. But yeah, so I'll just do a couple tips and tricks, and not actually a speed paint this time, but I promise I'll have one in the future. If I just get more comfortable with the recording and editing on the iPad, then I'll do them soon, but until then, it's gonna have to wait, because drawing can take hours, and I don't want to waste hours for a video that's not gonna work. Alright, so here we see all the art that I've done. You can tell that I'm full and I need to make more space. But I purposely saved this snapshot right here to show you how I go from here to this, essentially. So nothing's gonna be perfect. Just do whatever you can, because when you use the art as furniture in game, it shrinks things down and it hides a lot of imperfections you may or may not have. Same with this one. You can kind of see, if the screen was not distorted, you could see the light lines underneath, and then how I go from that to this. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over some things that I do, I'm so confused. Some things that I do or keep in mind for how I draw. So let's get started. Alright, so first tip, I only ever use the spray can tool. Occasionally I'll use the others, like the pencil and the paintbrush, but I barely do. And when I do, it's usually just to fill in something or temporarily put something there until I can go over it again with the spray can. The reason for this is because the spray can is very light, and it closely resembles a pencil in real life, or a crayon, or whatever you'd like to do. So that's why I use those. Also because you can see how the color is kind of like it gives you different shades, because the opacity is it high or low? I don't really know how to phrase it, but it's very opaque. I think that's the right word. Whereas the pen and the paintbrush are just solid dark colors, and you don't always want that. Unless you do, then just disregard what I just said. So I normally use that, and I will mix my own colors sometimes. So if I can't find the perfect color, I'll do red, and it's an actual paint thing in real life. and like just really like Bob Ross it, like, oh, I want like a red that's in the middle of red and burgundy but not quite either one, and then just go like, you know, like this, make a happy little tree there, whatever this is. Kind of looks like a blood stain. Sorry, that's not kid friendly, but I'm sorry. And then I will just eyedrop it and see how I have a whole array of colors. If you look to the left hand side, a whole new array of colors. After I do this, I always save it. I make my own little palette on the side, because see this palette, I know what I'll do after this. See this palette, that's what I'm referring to on the left. If you save your drawing, you exit, and you come back later, you're gonna lose all of that. It's all gonna be gone. So always save the colors, and you'll just erase it when you're done drawing. The final touches, you just erase the color palette, and then you know, cover up that area with your background or whatever you want to do. You don't want to lose your colors. You could technically eyedrop from a different painting, like you could do that. Sorry, you could do this, but it's a pain in the butt. So you could do that, but I'm lazy, so I don't want to do that. Another thing is this tool, little smudgy thingy right here. I actually don't use it all that often. Like, I'll use it when I want to do, I'll use it when I want to do eyelashes or something. Here's my little bad makeshift eye. Hello. I'll use it when I want to make eyelashes, but I barely use it for anything else because it's actually really inefficient. Like, you're like, oh, smudge tool, it's my favorite, but see how that little white line is still there? Like, it's, oh, well, now it's gone. Well, I don't like this because it'll blend in the white or whatever your background color is too much, and I mean, a lot of people use it, and that's great for them, but it doesn't work out that well for me. I just, like, the color frustrates me too much. I don't like it, and that's basically into it. What else can I do? That face is kind of cute, actually. What else? So besides saving the colors and the paint can tool, and that's pretty much all that I really do. As far as the actual drawing itself goes, I don't really know what to say or what kind of tips to offer you, because like I said, I've been drawing for years, so I just know what I'm doing, I guess, current or first time. At least I pretend to know what I'm doing. But so I already have an idea of what I want to do. So for the drawing part itself, you know, minus the tips, minus the tricks and everything, you really have to teach yourself or go to a school. Like, I never did, but if I went to like a proper art schooling, I'd probably would be way better, like at, you know, anatomy and all the hard stuff that I don't like doing besides pretty cute little anime girls. But so if you have the chance to get proper teaching, go for it. But honestly, there are so many resources at your fingertips. Like me right now, you're watching me. You can be going on YouTube, like somewhere, another video, and watching tutorials on how to draw. My advice to you, honestly, is to find an artist you like online, you really like. If you like their style, you know, I'm not saying copy their style exactly, don't do everything they do exactly, but like look at different artists, find a couple that you like and try to draw similar to them for a little bit. And then from there, you'll develop your own style, and it won't even closely resemble those other artists that you were inspired from. You know, style borrowing is just a way for you to learn and find out what you like and what works best for you. Okay, so like, don't trace. That's terrible, obviously. That's stealing. Don't steal people's art. Don't flat out copy. You can reference and you know, learn from them. Like, say if you like how I do eyes, great, you can try to do eyes like me. Yours are not going to look exactly like mine, but yours will be unique to you and have your own style. They might be inspired by mine a little bit, but at the end of the day, when you find what you like best, they're going to look totally different. So I say, you know, go for it. Do whatever you want. Make it look what you think looks good. But yeah, so I'm gonna do some speed paints in the future, but as far as the drawing goes, I'm probably the worst person to ask for tips, but like I said, just go and look up different people, look up different stuff, and then that's how you learn. And don't get discouraged by other people. Like I said in the beginning, do not get discouraged by other people. There's always going to be someone that's like more advanced than you or less advanced than you. You know, no one is gonna, oh, whoops, wrong place. No one's gonna be at the same exact level at all times, and a lot of you are younger, so you're just starting out, most of you. So keep trying, and if someone, you know, notices, like, if you notice that your art like isn't like getting gone on trades or whatever, then it's not your fault. Just keep trying, you know, and I'm sure someone will trade you. I like getting art from my best friends because they're so cute. But you can use it as motivation. Don't be discouraged. Don't take like a hit and be like, oh, no one wants to trade my art, I suck. You don't suck, you're just learning, okay? Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm trying to not, I almost like try not to say any bad words. Like, you know, like the greatest artists didn't start off, they weren't born painting, you know, amazing things. And on the screen I'll flash up some examples from my old art and from my newer stuff, and you'll see how I've drawn differently at like 10, 14, 17, and now, and there's a huge difference. So don't lose hope, keep trying, and you know, just keep drawing, keep creating. We need more content creators in the world, seriously. So many people are stopping and giving up, and you can't. If you stop and you give up, then you're only hurting yourself, you're doing it to yourself, and then no one can help you. But if you want to get better and you have the drive and motivation, you want to get there, you will get better. And you might find out that one style isn't for you. I found out that I can't do line art, I can't ink or anything, I can only digitally paint. I can't do inking and stuff. But yeah, that's all I can really offer and all I can really say. But I hope I helped a little bit, and if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'll do the best that I can to help. But yeah, just don't give up. Just keep your head high and keep on drawing, because we always need more of that. Okay, bye-bye.